Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Oh, there. Meep up or Hey, girl. Hey.
Hi.
Little Jets is there for you, dear listeners, this week. That means I love you.
Oh, that's gonna be in my head the rest of the day. Come on, fly with me, up high with me. Come on, fly with me. Eep up orc means I love you. It's a crazy word. I used to scream that song.
Like that. That is a cultural reference that we may be the only two people in the world, girl, that know that.
That was probably the closest thing to like, even though it wasn't technically, it's probably the closest thing to like the first jazz song I ever learned was that song. Probably.
Okay.
Because I was obsessed. Come on, baby, I'll put you in orbit.
What was the second one? Scam Man? Ski ba 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 ba.
God, that guy had a chokehold on us.
Yeah.
Jeez. Sometimes I try to explain to some people that are a little bit younger than us, like in their early 20s, about the 90s, like give them an actual thing about the 90s, and they look at me like, what? I'm like, yeah.
So my husband's a teacher. And in his high school, he has to deal with outdoor, like teacher watching the outdoor people in the cafeteria during his block. And I was like, I went back and thinking, I was like, we didn't have teachers watching us. And he's like, well, what would you do during lunchtime? Could you just roam the hall? So I was like, yeah, we could just go. Well, what about, and he was like, well, the problem is now they'll vape in the bathrooms and get stoned.
Oh.
Yeah. Like you would smell a joint back in the day. Not saying that people didn't still do it, right?
No, but you could smell like cigarettes and marijuana. That's true. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Wow. That's wild.
Could you still smoke on campus when we were young?
No, you had to be in the parking lot.
That's right. You couldn't do it on campus, but you could in your car. Yeah.
Yeah. But then I think it was senior year that it was like you couldn't do it at all, or you weren't supposed to do it at all.
And one thing, people like, there was a teacher, the biology teacher that wasn't our good biology teacher, the one who was the cheerleading coach.
Yes.
She got upset with me for going to Hardee's during lunch.
But lots of people did that.
When I was 18, I was like, you know what? And it didn't occur to me till like last year. She can't say anything to me. I could come and go as I please from school. I was 18 years old. Like well, at 16, you can come and go from school. Like it does not matter. You do not have to sign out. You do not have to do anything. They want you to, so they know where you are. But
jeez.
Yeah. And she said, I took one of our dear friends with us with me one time. So, and came back after we had our burger. They were 17, so can't say anything about that either. Maybe 16, whatever. And the teacher pulled me and said, I know what you're doing. Now, I know that she is from conservative Oklahoma. But I promise you, ma'am, I was a big old faggot back then, too. And I definitely, okay, technically I'm bisexual, whatever. But
girl, you don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, her hair, like.
Girl, you don't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I was doing Hardee's. I
Yeah,
was eating that
that's it.
cheeseburger.
That's it. I was having my.
Oh God.
Oh, Hardee's.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got. I
Yeah. And
miss it so.
that old man guard who just wave at you as you were driving out. God.
He didn't care. He did not care at
He
all.
did not. He was great.
He like, y'all don't pay me to keep these kids in here.
That's that's exactly right. That is exactly right.
That wasn't his job. It's just.
I have a coworker
Yes.
that I'm not particularly fond of. That's beside the point. But they keep talking about they are 3 years older than me, maybe 4.
Okay.
So nearly 50, if not 50.
Uh-huh.
And they talk about high school and what they were like in high school a lot. Like sports wise and that kind of thing. And I just one day, if he keeps doing it, he keeps doing, because you don't really hear women talk about this. I just want to be like, was that the last time you felt important? Is there a reason that something that a third of your life ago you were this focused in? Is it really? Because I talk about high school in the context of a coconut tree. You like that one, Maim? But I don't focus on it. Like, high school wasn't bad for me. I was kind of popular. Like it wasn't. It
Yeah,
wasn't.
high school for us is just like funny stories to go along with the things
like,
we talk about here, but
yeah,
like it doesn't really
like
come up
I was
ever.
bullied a little. God, thinking back, the one who bullied me, I should have let him bully me harder. Do you know who bullied me?
I don't know who your high school bully was. You never told me that.
Oh, I'll tell you right now. And it was very stupid. Like he was just.
Yeah, we never that was
There you
never a
go.
thing
That
at
was
the school.
my high school bully.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, bully me a little harder, sir. Let me drop my books in front of
I didn't
you.
really have. I think my bullying pretty much stopped in middle school.
He just called me a hairy freshman and tripped me like twice.
Yeah.
That was it. It was nothing major, and I was so, you know me, I was so scattered.
I think also the two of us were so popular with the girls
yeah.
that I think like just a lot of those people just
Yes.
never even
No.
tried to even touch us.
No. There was only 2 girls that didn't like me.
Yeah.
2. Can you
Yeah,
name them?
The 2 girls that didn't like you?
Uh-huh. Both of them have the same first name.
I don't remember. I'm glad you think I remember.
There, I sent you the name of the.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, girl, this is taking a turn, and let's speaking of getting back on track. Did you know? Where am I going? That we have a Patreon, dear listeners. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, throw some money in Maim.
Yes.
We have an announcement.
Yes.
Yes, and it shouldn't come as a shock because I told you in the last recording.
Yes, this time I'm prepared.
I'm dabbing now. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, I was at work and doing something. I was like, well, I just need a dab of that. They were like, oh, what? And I just did that. They're like, oh God.
Yeah, no.
And there, girl, also, let me tell you what else I was very proud of before I talk about our little thing. But I have he's a 50-something-year-old black man.
Okay.
Who's like my direct coworker. doesn't report to me, but like direct coworker, he manages a different group. And he was in a meeting and he was very upset and getting annoyed with the people he was on a meeting with, had his headphone on. I was wearing a muscle tee underneath my tee, like underneath my button-up shirt, and I had it 90s style unbuttoned. So what I did, I got in front of him while he was on this call. I put that the button-up shirt down around my shoulders and got in the R. Kelly pose.
Oh Lord. No.
Girl, he nearly fell out right there. Or was that Usher? It was R, wasn't it?
It was Usher.
It was Usher.
But
whatever.
I knew who you were talking
It was Usher. You're right. With the rain, is that Usher or is that R. Kelly?
The Rain?
Isn't there one with rain like on him? Like it's like,
oh, that one's R. Kelly.
okay, that's the one I was emulating.
But I mean, remember the rain thing was everybody's video.
Anyway, dear listeners, we're bringing
Sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
something. Hairball. No, we're bringing back Over the Moon and what's the Moonlighting one? No, that's the Moonlighting. What's
we
object. We object. Thank you. My God, it's been so long. Ally McBeal and Moonlighting podcast starting in September. They're going to be monthly. Okay. Because Maim and I work and it wasn't working. It wasn't working, but we can get them out monthly. We can hopefully get them out monthly. And if you're a patron, you're going to get a recording of us, not in drag, but a recording of us unedited, unless Maim pops or racism out of her mouth or I show a dick pic to somebody.
More likely the latter than the former.
Yeah. We aren't very racist. I don't know if Maim even could be racist.
I can be racist against Latin people, technically.
Girl.
That's like the one thing I'm not.
Girl. I was with somebody and she was telling me a story. And there this long story short, she yelled a racism at a Korean person.
Okay.
In Statesville. But she got the phrase wrong.
Oh no.
And when she told me this, she kept saying the word that she was using. And I was like, that doesn't mean anything. I don't know what you thought you were calling them, but that is not even the right word. She's like, well, shit, no wonder they weren't moving out of my way. I was like, well, lesson learned. Let's not do that again.
Girl. She thought she was doing something.
Anyway, where we go with this? Oh, right. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you know that we have another podcast? That's right. It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Deciding Women podcast.
That's where we're going with that. Oh, boy.
Hey, Maim. Maim. Anyway, oh, yes, that's right. Dear listeners, you'll get us, not in drag, video, Patreon with the new episodes. When they become available, keeping thinking about that. Hey, Maim. Merchandise, MimsMaim.com. Hey, Maim, you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right. This is season 4. I ain't not even going to go into it. This is season 4, episode 18. Benedict Arnold slipped here. So, girl, we're back in Cabot Cove.
We are.
Yeah. And we're at a house, and Doc and JB are visiting a shut-in. And I have it written down a shutdown. Luckily, even though I didn't rewatch this episode this week, I knew what I was talking about here. Her name's Tilly.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that Emily's been doing her cleaning for her, and Doc and JB are saying some kind of mean things about the shut-in.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Yeah. And they go upstairs, and Tilly's dead, girl.
What?
Yeah, she's dead.
Aww.
She's dead.
That's sad.
Well, we're at Benny's Antiques, and Kevin, who is apparently a heartthrob.
Apparently. Woo! You are on fire with this episode already.
Well, he's running in, and he has to tell Benny something.
Okay.
And Emily, Benny's like, no, I'm doing something right now. Emily, who looks crazy, wants to buy her mother's brooch back for $30 because that's what he sold it to her for. But he's not a pawn shop. He's an antique dealer. So he's like, no, 50.
Oh.
Well, we find out that he's been at Tilly's back and forth and like helping her with some odd jobs around the house.
Mm.
And Emily gets very irate with him and leaves. Well, Kevin tells Benny that Tilly's dead. And the first thing Benny says is, I have nothing to do with it.
That's really not the thing you reply to that with. Just in general. Just in case anybody's listening to this podcast, that should probably not be the first word you say.
Girl, have you watched any of the Wrong movies yet?
No, I keep forgetting.
I need you. We just watched another one. We just watched The Wrong Mommy.
The Wrong Mommy. How many are there?
27, I believe.
And they're all with Vivica?
She has a part in every single one. Some are. She's the producer in all of them. So so some of them, she's like in The Wrong Mommy. She's not the mother. She is the head of the advertising firm.
Oh, okay.
But in The Wrong Cruise, it's her going on a cruise with her daughter, who's a bad actress. Look, it is. They are astoundingly bad. They are. I don't like. There's always somebody being hit over the head. At the very end, girl, I'm sorry I ruined it for you, but the person at the end is always taken out by being hit over the head. It's just, who's gonna do it? And with what?
Like, there's so many other ways to kill people.
Oh no, they're just knocking them out so they go to jail.
Oh, okay.
Some of them end with them back out of jail. It's great.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You watch The Wrong Cruise. Start with The Wrong Cruise or The Wrong Cheer Captain. Either one of those are yes.
The Wrong Cheer Captain.
Yes. Yes, Vivica A. Fox's daughter is a troubled teen, but on the cheer squad. Yes.
Oh no.
The Wrong Boyfriend, girl. They're great. They're not. They're
great. They're not. But they're great.
They're great. They're great in the context of a Vivica A. Fox joint.
That sounds. I mean,
Like, if you
it
take,
sounds amazing to me.
if you remove Spike Lee and change that to Vivica A. Fox, a Vivica A. Fox joint, that is what you're going to get. Everything you imagine that Vivica A. Fox could do is right there with Lifetime Studios, because it's Lifetime. So,
Which they're known for award-winning.
oh yes, such as My Stepson, My Lover. That's one of my favorite ones. Have you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, girl, I will give you the plot of this. Woman has sex with stepson. Husband dies. Stepson tries to kill woman to get money. She pushes him downstairs. He becomes an invalid that she has to feed for the rest of his life.
Oh man.
I think stepson kills father, I believe, is in there.
Which, I mean, obviously, right? Like, obviously.
The other one I love is, oh God, it's got Tiffany Amber Thiessen,
Yes.
who is popular and sweet, and a girl kills her to take over her life. And there's a scene of Tiffany Amber Thiessen in the river, and it's a mannequin under a log that's just flapping, not in a way that any kind of human would ever flap in this very slow moving creek. It's and then later on, her sister has a psychic feeling about her and finds her.
Yeah, I'm been missing out.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's I think we should do the wrong movies as a podcast. I think that is
I've been okay with it. I just said just tell me what we want to start doing, so I'll start watching them.
yeah. Start watching them.
Okay.
This is me telling you that sometime in September we're gonna try it out and see. Start with the wrong cruise. Okay, and we'll see how it goes. Right, we'll pick a Tuesday and see how that goes.
Okay.
Yeah. That it's they're and they're an hour 25 minutes long
Okay.
with commercials, because there's commercials. It's Tubi. They're an hour and 45.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So we're at the funeral. I have talked a lot about this.
You have.
Look,
Normally, if I did what you just did, you would be so like upset with me.
it's because what I talk about is fun and what you talk about is not. So
Yes, I agree.
So at the funeral, JB, Benny, Kevin, and Doc are there. Benny is hamming it up.
Yes. Oh my God. So good.
So we're back at JB's, and she wants to know why Benny was there. And Amos shows up, girl.
Oh.
And Amos knows about the will, and he was told in strict confidence about it, and he's going to tell them because JB's in the will. She's the executor.
Oh.
The house is going to the grandniece who disappeared during Woodstock. And the antiques inside are going to Benny. JB's job is going to be to appraise everything and inventory everything.
Got it.
Which is for tax purposes mostly.
Mhm.
That's something that, Lord. Yeah. Gotta think about those sort of things, girl.
I know, honey. We're those proper adults now.
Yeah. Just donate everything to a gay group.
I know. All those don't know what they'll do with all those crystals.
I was trying to be nice. You brought them up. So now I have to ask, how many more do you have, babe?
I don't think we've gotten actually any in the last little bit.
Oh, that's good. That's good. What about Egyptian things?
No.
Pottery?
No, what was it that we got recently? Dinosaurs. Decorative dinosaurs.
Like a fossil?
No, like these little cool gold little dinosaurs. We have like a dinosaur theme going on in the bathroom right now.
Little decorative dinosaurs. Are they from a specific brand, or are they just you just see dinosaurs, you buy them, and you put them in there?
You'll see when you get here.
Fair enough. Well, we're now at Wilton Tibble's Antiques and More. Benny called him, and Wilton, who we find out is Benny's brother, is like, no, we're not going to come down. We're not going to come down. But then he sells a Chez Lounge for $12K when he bought it from Benny for like $70. And he's like, okay, we're coming on up.
So much underhanded stuff going on in this episode.
Yup.
Not cool.
So we're back at Tilly's, and Eve, who you may remember from a previous episode, is the realtor. She's helping sell the house, and it is falling a fucking part.
Yep.
JB's like,
unusually.
You know, I seem to remember something famous happening here, like George Washington sleeping here. Nope. It was Benedict Arnold.
Of course it was.
I loved him in Elementary. You know, I never liked that show. I find Benedict Cumberbatch just off-putting. Typically.
Really?
And in that show, incredibly. It is one of the worst versions of Sherlock Holmes I've seen.
Aw.
Yeah, a lot of people love it. I will poo-poo on it.
But I really like Benedict Cumberbatch, so yeah.
Wait, is Elementary the one? Which one's which?
No, you're getting Elementary and Sherlock.
Sherlock,
confused,
that's right.
Fine.
Sherlock.
I understood what you were saying.
That's right. I love Elementary. Like I love that. He and Lucy Liu, like their chemistry.
It's a perfect show. It really is actually
it is so hard to get the chemistry with somebody right from the start. Like it is usually takes a couple episodes. They just did it. Yeah. And I did not realize that he was the dude from Trainspotting, the blonde one. Yeah.
Johnny Lee Miller.
Yeah.
Trainspotting and Hackers.
Never saw Hackers. I did see The Net because they put it on whenever I was taking the computer class, where I use Word and Excel in high school because I needed a class to fill time with.
Yes.
They showed that when a sub came in. I'm like, we're watching The Net. It was with me and the tennis partner that didn't turn out to be a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the back corner.
Yeah.
Let me tell you how much we kikied. Like, she just fell asleep during that.
I mean, she was very busy all the time.
The one that wasn't the doctor.
Yeah, but she was very busy all the time too.
Was she?
They were playing tennis all the time.
That's true. That is true.
Those girls played tennis all the time.
And they were a sight, right? Like one was small and tiny, and the other one was like, you would not think that she was built to be a tennis player, right? She was
amazing at it.
Yeah, she was. Like fantastic at it. But it goes to show that you should never judge a book by its cover. Unless the Bible. Well, the cover tells you which version it is on it.
That's true, actually. True.
Oh, got you there.
So dumb.
Where are we at? Oh, God. So we're back at Tilly's. And even we did that. So Benedict Arnold also slept with the lady of the house.
Oh.
So JB goes to Emily, who's wandering around kind of being weird. JB's like, clean this damn house, Emily. Do your job. We find out from Emily that Tilly was related to Benedict Arnold, and there's treasure in the house.
Oh.
Girl, so we got a little national treasure going on just without
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. God, I hate that movie too. I tried rewatching part of it again too, and I'm like,
Even the first one,
it drags.
I could. Well, in my defense, I haven't seen the first one in a very long time.
However, a movie that a lot of people think is far worse, it's about the same, like, think Sahara, I thought was much more fun because it was so ludicrous. Like,
yeah,
National Treasures, like,
Sahara's a more fun movie.
yeah, except it's got doesn't have Matthew McConaughey in it.
He's the star, yeah.
Yeah. What?
I don't hate him. I just don't have I don't have a visceral opinion.
So the reason I have a visceral opinion of Matthew McConaughey, there's a reason.
Yeah, I'm open.
When I flew back from Iceland to Boston, as I would fall asleep and wake up, I put on Interstellar.
Okay.
So I sat through that trash. Have you ever seen it?
I have.
It's bad. It's very, 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 very how they pulled such a bad acting from Jessica Chastain. I will never know.
I mean, a bad script will sometimes ruin a bad
People
actor.
love that movie though. People adore it. I'm like, hey, did you watch it?
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on chumbacasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at chumbacasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's chumbacasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
It's very sappy. You know, people have a weakness for sappy movies.
When she is up there and just throws Eureka. Now, if Eureka had been down at the ground doing a split as she said that.
It's the elephant, honey. It's the elephant. I can see it from space. That would have been actually much more interesting.
It would have been. I think they're making a second Interstellar.
No.
Yeah,
Really?
about him and Anne Hathaway. Yeah.
I mean, how are they gonna bring? Are they gonna CGI bring back Anne Hathaway?
I don't know. No, because at the end of the movie, he goes to her. Yeah. In the movie, he and the AI go to Anne Hathaway through the black hole. There is one good part in that entire movie, and that's Matt Damon being crazy. Fantastic.
I'm frankly, with his recent choices, I'm looking forward to older Matt Damon as an actor. He's been making some interesting choices with his parts lately.
Yeah. I didn't.
No more like handsome guy roles. He's like, I just want to do like some acting now.
Same for Kristen Wiig, actually.
Mhm.
Like I actually like her better as a serious actor than. Although, did you hear that she's gunning publicly to be Tim Waltz's wife on?
Please,
Yeah.
please let that be.
And I picked who I want to play Tim Waltz on SNL.
Who do you want?
I want Jim Gaffigan. He's just so dad.
I didn't even think about Gaffigan.
He's just so dad. And he kind of looks like him.
Yes. I didn't even think about Gaffigan. Mine was, although he doesn't look 100% like him, if you put like the white hair on him, I was really going for MacGruber. I thought he could also be a good Tim Waltz.
See, I don't know if he's earnest enough. That's the
That's true.
Like Jim Gaffigan's just earnest.
Yeah.
And like
man, Gaffigan would be amazing.
I mean, you could also go completely haywire and do somebody like Jack Galifianakis. Zach Galifianakis, yeah.
No, he would actually be awesome too.
Yeah. North Carolina's own. Yeah, people don't realize that. Why wasn't he there? There's somebody they could have had from North Carolina.
Yeah, that's true. That would have been a hoot.
Yeah.
He would have been like, what?
Have two ferns beside him as he's reading it out. Yeah. So we're back at Benny's, and Kevin wants to sell his car. in Boston. He wants $50,000 to get started. Well, Wilton's here, and we see Lauren, his lovely assistant with the hair.
Hair.
And she immediately takes an interest in Kevin.
I mean, you know.
So I had to look it up.
Kevin's a heartthrob.
I had to look it up the ages of her versus Kevin just to see, because I think they're making Kevin seem just out of high school at this time.
Okay.
Were you getting that feeling?
I got that he was supposed to be very young.
He's 2 years older than her.
That's it?
Yeah. No, he's older. He's older than her.
That's even.
There you go.
Older.
Yeah. Not she's 2 years older than him. He's 2 years older than her.
Well, good on you, honey.
Yeah.
Right? Come on.
Get that strange.
Pearl
It's
cream.
legal.
Come on, Pearl Cream.
Pearl Cream. Girl, the other, I was at beer on Friday night and I was like, do you think there's a name. Let me drop that name. It's at 128. 128. I was talking to one of my dear friends, and I was like, hey, do you have Pearl Cream? He's like, Pearl Cream. Yes. It's like, do you think any of these young ass people know what Pearl Cream is? They were looking at us like we're crazy. So no, they did not.
I say Pearl Cream to people all the time, and they just look at me with a blank stare like, what?
Yeah.
Anytime they comment on my, like, how old I look, I'm like, Pearl Cream. And they're just like, nothing.
God. Ancient Asian secret.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
You better do it, Nancy Quan. Get that coin, honey. Get it.
God.
I rubbed ground up pearls on my face. for $19.95.
God, buy one, get one.
Right?
If you act now. Do they even still make it, girl? Do they still make it?
I'm sure they can't still make it. I mean, I guess they can, but that would be strange.
So they've got no. I mean, they do still make Charlotte Tilbury's got one.
But it ain't Nancy Quan.
Oh no, here we go. This is not Charlotte Tilbury. Aromacare Pearl Cream. It's not Nancy Quan, though. No. It's definitely not Nancy Quan. No.
If her face ain't on it, it ain't the real thing.
So Benny and Wilton are talking about how much money they're gonna get, and Benny said half or nothing, and he walks away. And as Lauren is looking out the window lustfully at Kevin, Wilton goes over to her and says, have you ever wanted something so bad and you have no idea how to get it? She's like, yes.
Honey, I have.
She wants his hoo-hoo and his ha-ha.
Yep. I want some good locks, honey.
God.
Where can I get some good locks?
Well, we're at JB's. Oh, I love locks. You don't even like locks.
This has sounded good at the moment.
Have you ever actually eaten locks?
I have had locks, yes.
Do you like them? No.
They're okay. I mean, like I don't. They're okay. They taste fine to me. I don't understand the people that are like, oh, like I don't get that part. But I mean, they taste fine to me.
I mean, I love them. Okay.
No,
so,
but there are some people. I mean,
Okay.
I've even like heard people down here while I'm eating at establishments that are just like.
So if you take them, girl, and like you can get like the ends, the like discarded parts, the ends of the locks. Okay.
Okay.
You throw them you basically make a casserole with them. They're the bottom with some peas and cream over that, mashed potatoes over that. Basically, you're making a shepherd's pie with lox in them.
Okay.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
All right.
Like,
Well, I mean, I'm not
delicious.
opposed to that. It sounds good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, we like, and if you make the mashed potatoes on the drier side, that is slightly better because it takes in all of the liquid from the cream and the peas. Yeah.
I do that when I do the shepherd's pie.
Yeah. You are an instant potato person, aren't you?
Not always.
Okay.
Sometimes it just depends on time. Most of the time, I mean, if I like, for example, today, like it was all regular potatoes. Like I don't mind. I don't really mind peeling and doing stuff with the potatoes.
Yeah. I just remember you saying that before. I come from a family that is never instant. Like I have never used an instant potato in my life, except for bread.
Oh yeah, now, Mama Maim, we only had a little bit of time between getting off of school, getting off work, having to go back to church. So we didn't have time always for full on potato like that. We had to use this. We didn't have time for all that.
Well, yeah, but most of then again, coming from a German household, most of our potatoes were boiled. They weren't mashed. So it's easier to boil small potatoes than it is to mash them.
Now, what my mom used to do, because we didn't have a lot of instant potatoes, because we didn't do a lot of mashed potatoes either.
Yeah.
She's always been like a potatoes and onions kind of person. She likes just slicing up potatoes and onions and letting them roast in the oven.
Oh, that's delicious. Yeah.
She loves that. Like that's the one, I will that's what I really think of as like some comfort food. It's like just slicing that stuff up, putting it all together.
Well, we're back at JB's. And Liza with the Z non-Ness is here. That is Tilly's niece. Did I kill you there for a second, Maim?
A little bit.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Well, it's the next morning, and Eve calls, and there's a guy who wants to buy the house.
Oh.
And he wants to see it like immediately. And Liza is living out back in a tent in JB's backyard.
Got it. Very hippie lifestyle.
Well, we're back at Tilly's, and JB and Doc, and JB looks over at a sampler, which like the old knit or the old drawing or knitting kind of sampler. And she's like, it doesn't make sense. It just this. Usually, it should have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like it should look normal, but it doesn't really make sense. Doc finds an 18th century British chess set.
Ooh.
Benny shows up with Wilton. And Wilton gives an immediate appraisal of the chess set and it's like $50. To which Doc is like, sold American.
Doc's not much of a bargainer. He doesn't really haggle.
No. Well, Wilton's looking around, talking to Benny, saying that none of this is worth anything. They go into the study, and there's an original Chippendale.
Oh, Rescue Ranger?
No. That's Chip and Dale. This is Chippendale, as in the strippers.
Oh, better kind of.
Yeah. Did you did see the most recent Chip and Dale's movie, right?
The what?
The Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie, the more recent one.
I didn't know that there was
the one with the live action people.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I thought you meant there was like a Disney Plus kind of thing.
No. Which I need to find out if I should have that game somewhere around here. I loved that game when I was younger. That was a fun ass game.
Yeah, I have it on the emulator.
Rescue Rangers,
Not emulator. You shouldn't say that out loud.
Huh?
I said not emulator. I shouldn't say that out loud because it's.
Why, girl? Wow, you gotta get your pleasure somehow. Where are we at here? So we're in the study, and the JB hears them, Wilton and Lauren, talking about how the Chippendale's desk is worth a fortune.
Oh.
And Liza's here, and she's like, "Get out! Kick them out!" And Emily comes down, starts screaming at Benny, and all you want is that treasure. And then Eliza threatens Benny, and then Doc says, well, wow, those hippies have really grown up, haven't they?
Yeah,
So how many more
boy.
pages
If
do
you
we
saw
have?
them now, just
God almighty. Okay, there we Whew.
You're
Girl.
right.
Let's just check and see how many more pages we gotta get through. You know, at about 2 pages, about 3 pages, I'm gonna be like, and this.
I already know what's gonna happen.
You know, I gotta have my food, girl. We're getting close to dinner.
We're getting close to that hangry period.
Oh, Lord. So it's later on at JB's, okay? And Mr. Andrews here, he's a very Andrew Lloyd Webber type.
Yes.
Like, I was like, is that Andrew Lloyd? Because it looks so much like him and was kind of
I
creepy
mean-
like him, and, you know, was a straight homosexual like him.
Yes. Yes. Straight homosexual.
You know, he's a conservative too, right?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Uh-huh. Very much so. Yeah. Mhm.
Is his a tax thing or an immigrant thing?
Yeah, well, I think it could be two things. We
God.
find out he was a cartographer, a cryptographer, and he broke codes during the war.
Oh.
And for the Brits. And he heard of Benedict Arnold's house, and he's writing about him, and he won't see the house, and JB's like, hold your horses. No.
She says that too.
So we're back. Yeah. We're back at Benny's, and Wilton's working on the numbers on an old adding machine. And you know, I always wanted one of those to like
I did too.
Of course you did, because we have a lot of similarities. We both like big pieces of furniture that we're never going to use.
Me too.
I mean, didn't you also want the lip phone, the burger phone, and the see-through phone? And the Swatch phone?
I had the see-through phone.
What about the Swatch phone?
No.
Do you know what the Swatch phone was?
No.
Oh. There we go. Let me get you.
All I ever knew about were the Swatch watches.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on chumbacasino.com. I looked over the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at chumbacasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's chumbacasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Girl.
That was my brother.
The Swatch phone.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was hot.
Yeah. Here we go.
Holy crap.
This one's a better coloration of it.
That
Yeah.
was hot.
Yeah.
What was that, like $50 back then, I bet?
Who knows where?
Because, I mean, the Swatch watches were like $50
knows
back
where?
in the 80s. Those are expensive.
They were. Unless you went to Switzerland, they were cheap.
Well, everybody didn't go to Switzerland, did they?
I know I did. And I realized that is something that that is, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Privileged. That's the one. Yes, I know.
Boo boo, it's okay. Everybody at this point knows you grew up in Country Club Part 2. It's okay.
Without dues. Our country club didn't have dues.
No, I just said Country Club Part 2.
I
Like,
know.
it ain't a real country club, but it's the country club.
Yeah.
Y'all's was like the real country club because y'all was remote.
It's really not that remote.
I mean, from the rest of the city, it was.
You know how long it takes me to get to the city?
But you drive like a crazy person.
No. It only takes like 5 minutes to get into the city. It takes me 7 minutes to get from my house to the mall.
No.
Yes.
7 minutes?
7 minutes. That's it. It is very easy.
Is it just that I've been gone for so long? It seems like it was a much longer drive.
Also, you used to live, your first house was also somehow in the country, but also in the city.
It was right on the line.
Like we lived about the same distance from East Elementary. Believe it or not.
True. That's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were
Your house
closer to
seemed like it was-
downtown.
Your house seemed like it was so far away.
No, it wasn't. It really, it's really close to Walmart.
Come on, Walmart. So you can go get your camouflage patterned cookware.
And we are much closer to Iredell Memorial Hospital than you were.
Yeah, Arnold was a drive.
Yeah.
If we had an emergency, that would have been.
Well, Benny's talking to Wilton about the numbers and kicks him out. And we go back to Tilly's. And like JB and Doc are opening up in the morning and the door's open, girl. And they're looking around, the den's open. Well, Benny's dead.
No.
Yeah, it looks like he was hit in the head with a fire iron.
Oh no.
Amos is here, and we found out the death was probably around midnight last night. So it looks like after the Wilton and Benny left and went to the house and died.
But Benny is dead. Mm. Sorry.
Well, Eve's here with Andrews, and she's like, "Well, don't you remember? There's a showing this morning." And
Girl,
Amos,
when that happened, I was like, the balls of this woman are amazing. I really was. I'm like, you know what? I like her.
yeah. Well, we find out Amos has to seal off the den. I wonder why. And he,
Like she saw all these police officers.
yeah,
and
just walked
everything.
around in, and like even Andrew was like, "What?"
I loved
And
it.
Amos, they talk about Benedict Arnold. Amos gets upset about it, like livid about it.
It's Amos.
We find out that Andrew's planning to move the house physically to the United Kingdom. And then
That's very hard to do.
even JB have a little bit of a side, and she basically says, "I have a gambling addiction, and I need to sell this house." I mean, that's what I got from it. I know that that's not what she said, but
no,
I've spread myself too thin.
She was just like, I gotta get rid of this house.
Yeah. Then JB looks over and notices that the sampler's gone.
What?
Doc remembers that there's a picture of it in the Cabot Cove Gazette, so he's going to get that for them. We're back.
A silly thing to steal, right? That would be a silly thing to steal.
Yeah. We're at Benny's funeral now. Good. And Kevin, Wilton, the Hoe, and JB and Doc are there. You like that one?
Yes.
Okay, good. Well, we're back at Benny's, and Lauren's coming on to Kevin. She wants to teach Kevin about antiquities.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of she's gross. I just remember, like, girl, just put it away. Just put it away for right now. Let the funeral happen. Just put it away.
Well, I mean, in her defense, Kevin didn't seem to care.
Kevin didn't have the acting chops that looked like he cared.
Fair point. Well, Wilton shows up, and he put a bid on the house, but Kevin is on Benedict Arnold's house, but Kevin is considering another offer.
Oh.
Sorry, 1 year older. He's 1 year older, not 2 years older than 1 year older than her. I wrote that note in here because I want to make sure that I was clear that he was older.
And clear as glass. You got it, girl. You got it, honey.
You're gonna make me do it again because you said that name.
Wait, what name? What name?
Hold on
What's
just a
that
second. I'll give me just a second. Just a second. I gotta show you something. Give me just a second.
No.
Give me just a second. Show you something. I gotta show you something, girl. I gotta show you something. Give me just a second, please. I gotta show you something, girl.
No.
I gotta show you. There we go. I got
Marshy blows.
March. Oh God. So we're back at JB's, and JB asks Liza if she killed him. And she's like, no, of course I didn't. I threatened, but I don't kill. We also find out that Liza has no ID because she burnt it in like a protest, and it gets real stupid. I just skipped over that. But there's also now a second bidder. And his name is Alistair, not Andrews, whatever. He wants to see the house tonight.
Ooh.
Tonight.
Waiting for tonight.
Oh. She's divorced again.
I know, girl. I know. Bennifer is just never going to be a thing.
No,
we try.
They do. I mean, she still looks. Did you ever see that movie?
The thing that she did?
The stripper movie.
No. Oh, no. I thought you meant that weird thing.
You
she did
didn't see the stripper movie?
Mm-mm.
Girl, it's fantastic.
No, I know it's good. I just haven't watched it.
Like, I'm not talking like Vivica Fox. Fantastic. It's legit.
No,
fantastic.
they said that she literally should have gotten an Oscar nomination.
She should have. She should have.
I think that I personally feel like I don't like, this is not me, no hate, because I genuinely like her stuff, but I really do think that her not getting that, I think that's what caused this weird spiraling that she's been having, because all of her projects since have been very weird. And I do think that she had been so like, I'm doing exactly what I need to do to finally get validation.
Yep.
And then it didn't happen.
Well, girl, there is never any hateration up in this dancery.
Nuh-uh. Not for the Jenny from the block, honey.
So we're at Tilly's again, and JB's showing him around, and Alistair goes in the den, the lights flicker, and Amos is here.
Hey.
And Alistair's acting very odd. He's in the den, just sort of staring off into space. The lights in the den are in a very odd spot. And JB and Amos are talking, and the killer was already in the house. And they're like, well, maybe he had a key. And Amos asks about the sampler. And it's like, well, it may have been Emily. She may have stolen the sampler.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on chumbacasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at chumbacasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's chumbacasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
JB's like, well, she's not a thief. And it cuts to her breaking into Benny's to steal her mom's brooch back.
Yes.
And Kevin and Lauren are fucking. So
80s style, baby. 80s style.
Do you remember the porn? Porn light. It was on the video of porn I had, and I believe you had a copy too, of the buff guy watching the woman from across the street and jerking off.
I do remember it.
Okay.
I never made a copy of it, but I do remember it. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man, VHSs, right?
Yeah.
Good times.
What was the name of the porn star from the 80s with the black curly hair?
Black curly hair?
Like the poof semi mullet. He was in the one. Okay, he was the let's go on a journey, girl. Gay porn star from the 80s with a huge dick. What's his name? Tall, thin, weird looking one.
John Holmes?
John Holmes, thank you. He was a student in this porn. It's a famous gay porn. The dude I'm talking about is the teacher.
Peter North?
Thank you.
I hate that my brain works like that.
Well, look,
And I hate that you know how to pull answers out of me.
I just had to take you on a little journey and walk along the path.
I hate that my brain works like that. Jeez, that was.
Look,
It literally felt like you were pulling a string out of my brain. Like when I closed my eyes, it was like you were pulling an actual.
Look,
string
there's
out
a
of my
reason that
brain.
we could do $10,000 pyramid together. If I was giving the clues,
We would be deadly on this
if
show.
I was giving the clues, I don't know if you could do it to me because I need something. Oh, goodness. So we're at the sheriff's.
Yes.
Emily's having a moment. She doesn't understand why she's arrested. Amos like, well, maybe it's because you stole something.
Ooh.
And she also said she didn't take anything out of the house, and she wouldn't steal the sampler anyway because the words didn't make any sense.
Oh.
So we're back at JB's, and she's got a picture of the sampler, and it says it says reflect and pause instead of pause and reflect and pause.
Mm-hmm.
So she puts it up, and she's like, oh, it's saying that we go to the third brick in the seventh row of the fireplace, which how do you know it's fireplace? Because there's bricks everywhere, whatever. So
Let her have this moment.
JB calls Eve and says, sale has to be on hold till we have a chimney repair. Even though Wilton has already bought it, right?
Yes.
So we go to Tilly's. There's someone walking around with a flashlight. It's Alistair. And JB's like, you were here. You knew that sampler was code because you were a cryptographer. And you also knew how to turn on the light in the den. And he's like, fine, you caught me. No. Well, if you don't mind, could I please just see the letter? So it's a letter complaining about Benedict Arnold betraying the United States and his lover. It's later on at JB's, and JB gives Doc the chess set, and he kisses her on the cheek. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did you enjoy this episode, Maim?
I enjoyed this one because it was full of a lot of like ridiculous characters.
Oh God, there's that picture. Yeah. Caught me by surprise, was not expecting.
Surprise, surprise. Surprise,
Tell where they can find you.
Hello, dear listeners. It's me, Auntie Maim, your favorite relation. If you want to find me in real life down here in Miami Beach, I'm hosting karaoke on Monday nights at the Gathering and Thursday nights at Killy Rydell. You can follow all of my other stuff at I'mYourAuntieMaim.com. How about you, Mims?
Hey, I'm the Divine Swims. You find me online at thedivineswims.com. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Did you know we have Patreon? That's right. If you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, throw somebody, hey, Maim.
Yes.
You know, we have another podcast. That's right. It's called Baking Sugar. It's our exciting web podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
You know, we have merchandise.
What?
That's right. If you go to VinceMaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Do you know what I love?
5 stars.
That's right, Maim. I love a 5-star review. Send them to us, listeners. You know what? Let's check. Let's take one more minute and check.
Oh, Lord. She's going to take time to check it? Okay.
You know what? Let's check. I pay $5 a month for this, so let's check. Nope. What about that one and that one? Nope. Okay. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Do you know our dear listeners can reach out to us?
No.
That's right. They send us an email at mimsandmaim@gmail.com. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you have anything else to add?
No, have a great week.
Say goodnight, Maim.
Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on chumbacasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at chumbacasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's chumbacasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.